Okay. Now, I recognize I made a mistake with the Yama and the Ass Ratchet thing, alright? I was wrong. Ass Ratchet, you know what I'm saying? And I gave Lyborick his credit. He already has his video. But I do think there was some of the discourse I've been having with my friends about like this possible Kallavan and Lyborick thing playing out to the end. We started to downplay Kallavan's overall historical significance within the tower. I'm not gonna go through everything point by point. I'm gonna make a quick little reminder for some people because I am gonna do a Shinsu class with probably Vincent Milios because Milios is very much Team Lyborick and I'm tired of him. Yeah, if you see this. And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna make a bet on stream and everything. But okay, first of all, I want people to not forget that he's blessed by Shinsu, right? That's important. Just don't forget that. But also don't forget that he was in a lot of ways a Slayer candidate nominee, which means that Hajin-sung saw enough in him as a gifted ranker or new ranker that he thought that he was worthy of becoming a Slayer. That's significant. Don't forget that. I understand Lyborick has been alive for much longer and he's part of two great families and things of that nature. But in a lot of ways, you got to say that Kallavan got to that same level of strength or notoriety, or at least, you know, being part of the army without necessarily being from some great family. I know he is from a certain family that had a duty to guard the essence of bravery, which he ended up taking for himself. And man, did that make him a tank and powerhouse. So don't forget that. He is gifted. And he is the human collector, what he was known as, right? He has done his thing in the army. Now, in addition to that, do not forget that while you guys may believe Hajin-sung is stronger, whatever the case is, I don't think you're wrong for believing that. I would argue that Kallavan was the one applying pressure that entire fight. For the most part, Hajin-sung was on the defensive. You can say his attitude was nonchalant. He didn't try as hard as he should have been. Blah 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 blah. That's not Kallavan's problem. Okay, you came here to defend Bam because you didn't want Bam to get chased by Kallavan. You should have came with more seriousness and more urgency. That's on him. I know Machete came with the sneaker sneak, yada yada blah blah. But anyways, he was taking on Karaka, Yuri, and Evankilla. That was impressive, right? He got an extra crack in him from Bam. That wasn't very impressive because Bam was like a fledgling, but hey, it is what it is, a regular shenanigans. In addition to that, here's something that I want to say about this too, right? When he was on his one arm gimmick, he was fading people with one hand. We're not gonna downplay that. And White was one of those casualties. I know it wasn't him at full power, and whatever sword he could make wasn't whatever, but still, he took out some rankers with the one hand gimmick. And I do think that calling in a person's mentality and how they think is important. Kallavan to me is like very much a soldier, and when White basically used the cut that Bam created in order to kind of send an attack that would have reverberated through his body and caused massive damage, I do think it is significant that Kallavan was able to, in a split second, decide to blow his own arm up. Don't downplay somebody who's able to do something like that in a split second. They're dangerous. So listen, man, stop playing on my guy. I'm not gonna empty the chamber here because I gotta save some for the conversation, but do not downplay him. Okay, Kallavan is still very dangerous. I still argue that he commands a lot of presence. When you see him in any panel, no matter if it's in the forefront, the background, to the side, just because of what kind of imposing, like, impenetrable fortress that he is, he demands a lot of presence. You just notice that he's always in there. So I am still excited to see this fight. Who do you guys got? Lyborick versus Kallavan? Are you team Kallavan? Are you indifferent? Do you not know? Or are you team Lyborick?